So hello everybody and welcome to the third video and in our tutorial series for AWT. So the first two videos that we had for AWT, they dealt with the creation of checkbox and checkboxes respectively. So the third video in our series will be exploring the creation of text fields in Java. So what are text fields? Text field is something that can be used to enter a line of text as input, or you can just display some text using the text field. So either you can enter a line of text, that is you can accept a text from a user, or you can display some predefined line of text using the text field. But the restriction of text field is that you can only display one line of text into it at a time. You cannot select a multiple, you cannot display a multi-line block of text inside the text field. Okay, so this is the brief overview of text fields. So now we'll be exploring how we can create text fields in Java. So this is the in this class we will see how we can create text fields. So what we'll be doing here, like in previous programs, we are not going to be using the applet class. We are simply going to add the text field inside a frame. So first of all, I have imported the java.awt package because all the components that we'll be using in our program are defined in the AWT package. And next, inside our main method, in the first line we are creating a new frame, and we are assigning the title of text field example to our frame. Next, we are creating two text field objects. So we'll be displaying two separate lines of text in our frame, and for that reason we have created two text field objects. So text field t1 is equal to new text field welcome to Java. So here it will be displaying a block of text, and the block of text that will be shown is welcome to Java. And next, as we are not extending the applet class, we will have to position these components manually. So inside the frame we'll have to use the setBounds method to set the position of this text field. Okay, so if we don't use the setBounds method, what will happen is that it will be displayed at some random location, default location inside the frame, and that may not be exactly where we want it to be displayed. So for that reason we are using the setBounds parameter to configure how the above text field is displayed. So you can see that t1.setBounds 50, 100, 230. So the first two values, 50, 100, controls the xy coordinates of the xy coordinates of the frame where this first text field will be displayed. And after that there is the width of the text field, that is, so it is represented by the value 200, and the last one in our list is 30, which corresponds to the height of the text field. So there are four values in total. The first two deals with the coordinates where the text field will be displayed in our frame, and the next two deals with the size of the text field itself. So here you can see that the length is to breadth ratio is 30 is to 200, so it will have a rectangular kind of shape. So again, in the next line we are creating another text field called AWT, and we are also manually assigning the coordinates 50, 150. So the x coordinate is the same as that of the previous one, that is 50, and we want the next text field to be displayed right below the previous text field. So what we are doing is we are keeping the x coordinate same, but we are increasing the value of the y coordinate by 50. So this one will be displayed right below the first text field, and the next two parameters which are controlling the size of the text field are same as the previous one. So finally we are adding the two text fields to our frame using the f.addT1 command. Next we are adding the second text field using the frame.addT2 command. Okay, as we are using the we are creating an object of the frame and not extending the frame class itself, we will have to add the text field components manually using the add command. Okay, so if we had used frame by inheritance, we could have simply typed add instead of using the object of the frame class, then it would have worked. But add, we are not inheriting a frame class, but we are using the we are creating an object of the frame class and using the frame creation by association method, we'll have to use the object of the frame class to add our components. And to add the components, what we are doing is we are taking the object of the frame class, which is f, and then adding t1 and t2 using the dot add command. Okay, and in the following line you can see that we have set the size of the frame manually to 400 by 400, so the frame will be square shaped. And if we don't set the size, it will take on a default size, and we are trying to avoid that. And finally we have set layout null, that is no layout manager is used, and the set visibility parameter is set to true. Okay, so if we keep this false, or if we don't set the visibility parameter, if we do not use this parameter in our code, this frame will become invisible and we will not be able to see the output. So let me run this code. So here you can see that one line of text is only displayed, and it is welcome to Java for the first one and AWT for the second one. So I hope this is clear to all of you. So this concludes my tutorial for text field, and in the next program we are going to be exploring the usage of text areas. So thank you everybody.